And there it is, the brisket that I bought for Pete from Franklin's Barbecue in Austin, Texas, in all its glory. 5.5 pounds of a brisket that was made on the famous Franklin barbecue pits in Austin, Texas. Hey, everybody, this is Steve Ray. You're watching the Owl's Nest Barbecue Catch-Up Show. And man, have we got a special edition for you. I'll be joined by Pete and Barbecue Mike in just a moment. I want to remind you to follow us on Facebook. You can follow us on Instagram. You can follow us on YouTube. Do me a solid and go to our YouTube channel and go to Owl's Nest Barbecue Show and subscribe. You know, Jason, our friend Jason Penley, did a video where he did a walk around of Franklin's Barbecue's barbecue pit that we have at the store. He has over 2,000 views, but we only have 560 subscribers. That means somebody's watching and not subscribing. Now, that's like treating us like public television. Do you ever sit there and watch the all the documentaries on public TV, and you think, man, should I be sending them money? Should I be watching all these cool baseball, country music, the Civil War, and then you watch them and they come on with the commercial, you know, send us money and we'll send you this T-shirt, DVD, and all that stuff. Do you feel guilty? I do. I don't send them money, but I feel guilty. So do me a solid. Go when you subscribe, when you go view some of our videos, hit that button that says I subscribe. That means, Steve, I believe in you, and I believe in barbecue, and I believe that I want to go down this barbecue journey with you. Not follow me, with me, because I will learn as much from you as you will from me. All right, here we go. Let's see. Just a second. We'll be right back.
Hey, we're in touch, so you be in touch. Follow us and watch us on Facebook, and also watch the Owl's Nest Barbecue Show on YouTube. And please follow us on Instagram for some great ideas, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more and more videos.
All right, there you've got the whole crew right there. There's me, there's Pete, and there's Barbecue Mike. Let's do it that way. How about right there? That looks a lot better. We got, you know, Pete, I wanted to taste this Franklin brisket live on the air, but then I thought, and this, Michael, this came from a discussion that you actually started. Now I haven't even told you this yet.
Okay.
Pete and I we were eating a brisket that I made. And we weren't. I wasn't bragging. We were talking, and I asked Pete. I said,
"Wait a minute, Steve. Let me say you didn't." I said,
"Yeah.
How can a brisket be any better than this brisket right here?"
Yeah.
Because I got to tell you, it was mouth-watering. It was juicy. It was flavorful. I don't know. I've never tasted anything that tasted any better. So I was like, if that Franklin tastes better than this, oh my gosh, I can't imagine.
What brought it up was Michael was telling us how good it is down at Lucky. What is it, Michael Wardlow's Lucky Q in
Lucky IQ.
Lucky IQ. And I said, how good, you know, and because Michael's had our brisket, he said, and I asked him, I said, is it theirs better? He goes, yeah, yours good, but theirs better. And I thought, how could it be better? Because it tasted so good. So it might be, you know, I believe you. I know those guys are, I mean, they're killing it down there. I mean, they're doing something right, and it probably is better. But I just thought, how much better could somebody else's brisket be than one that I've cooked up here? Because we all do the same things. we all use the same rubs. We all use the same temperature mostly, the same timelines mostly. Some of us wrap in foil, some of us wrap in paper, but we're all doing about the same thing. So, and it's just a piece of meat. It's just a piece of meat. And, we're not cooking Wagyu or anything like that. So, we're cooking choice. And so I cooked a Costco choice brisket. So what we're going to do tonight, and I want to do it real quick because I want these brisket pieces to still be warm. We're going to have a test. And there they are right there. 2 briskets. I've got them. You can't see it. I've got them labeled brisket A and brisket B. And I'm going to hand these over to Pete. Okay, now I know which ones is which. Pete doesn't know. So this is a blind taste test. So Pete, if you can just reach over without spilling these, can you grab those?
I got it.
Yep, there you go. And here's a paper towel. Paper towel to wash your fans on. There you go. There you go. Now, Pete, we're going to, Michael, you're going to be our cheferee, okay? And at the World Food Championships, they don't have referees. They have cheferees. Oh, yeah. Hang on a minute, Pete. Hang on a minute, Pete. There it yeah. Brisket A is on the left. Brisket B is on the right. All right, Pete, I want you to start. You can start with brisket A. Give out a big taste test.
Juicy, pulls apart. Gotta try another piece just to make sure.
That's okay. That's okay.
But look at that. So whichever one that is absolutely very juicy, very flavorful. Cooked perfect.
That's brisket A. Any downsides? Any?
No, actually that's a perfect cut of brisket right there.
Okay.
I mean, it is. It's a perfect cut. The flavor, it's got not too much fat, just enough fat on it, which I like a little. That gives you the flavor, but the juice is still flowing out of it, Steve.
Yeah, you got to have some fat, man. You got.
So let's go to B.
Fat is where it's at. Brisket B. Brisket B. Now Pete doesn't know whose brisket he's tasting. I put them on white things. They're all you cannot discriminate on whose brisket you're tasting.
So very juicy, very well cooked. I'm gonna have to go back one more.
Okay.
I pretty well already have my mind made up, but I want to. All right. I have no idea which one's which, but I can tell you to my taste, the flavor, the tenderness, the juiciness, but more, the flavor is just fantastic, is brisket A.
Franklin barbecue brisket. There you go. There you go. Hey, I'm
just telling you, both are good.
He's made it better than I have.
But that flavor profile in this is phenomenal.
Now you got to remember that brisket too has been that was cooked probably 10 days ago, because they cook them on Sundays. We got ours on Tuesdays, and it's been in the refrigerator since then.
Both are very good, and it's odd because it's not that it's a smokier taste; it's just got a different flavor to it that appeals to me.
Well, I tasted it, Pete, when we were putting this together, and I was down there slicing up, and I thought the same thing. Michael, I thought, man, this is better.
I want to chime in and say that Steve's briskets are fantastic. He doesn't cook a bad brisket at all. It's really good. And, the Franklin's brisket, they're on a different level than what most people can cook. But don't think because Franklin's is better that Steve's is a slouch at all, because it's good.
I'll tell you, both are fantastic.
I wonder the brisket we bought a whole pack of brisket, and it was only 5.5 pounds, which means that brisket started at what, Michael? 10 pounds.
Probably, yeah.
Probably, yeah. That's a small brisket.
It is.
The brisket I cooked was 16 pounds. Okay. So I wonder if we shouldn't be cooking smaller briskets. Do you think that makes a difference?
It's possible. Could
that be the secret of his briskets?
Well,
one of the many I know,
Yeah.
the Austin, Texas, mysterious. It's it's because of the water they use. It's in the water. It's in the.
They were horrible.
Look at Pete. He's over eating like crazy.
Oh,
Hey, you can't go wrong with either of those briskets. I guarantee you.
so I think Steve, you got a good point about size. When you look and you watch, he's got a fabulous video. I love that video you show in the store there. But when you're watching those ladies and those people and they're bringing those briskets out, they're like every one of them the same size.
They're little.
They're small. And I'm just wondering, if maybe the smaller they are, they take on that flavor a little better. It's not so big. I don't know the answer to it, but I'll tell you that's a thought process that maybe we're cooking.
Everybody that I've talked to, and I haven't talked to that many people that have been there, but I probably have talked to 6 people that have actually been there, waited in the line, and ate. And the first thing every one of them says was, when they bring out the briskets, I can't believe how small they were. Because
Now, I wonder if they cook small briskets because they cook quicker and they can do more at once.
maybe that's it, Michael. He might be, because I don't know his schedule. I know he wraps them in butcher paper, then he brings them out in butcher paper and peels them off.
He showed big pallets, and I don't remember if he said what kind of wood they're smoking it with, but he kind of walked through that process, and I'll tell you, it doesn't look any different than what we do, right? To me, but something is he's got a good flavor to it, so he's doing it right.
Last time I went to Costco, I was looking for briskets. I was trying to find the small brisket, and 15 pounds was as small as I could find.
Yeah.
So I bought it, and then I bought another one that was like 6. That was the smallest one. The next one up was 16 pounds. But the difference between 10 pounds and a 16 pounds, that's a lot. That's big. That's a lot of meat.
Hey,
that's a lot of meat.
Before you go further, Steve, I just want to say thank you to you, Steve. What kind of friend buys his friend?
No, don't even.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Pete, don't even.
And I appreciate that so much, more than you know.
Well, you're welcome. And I should buy Michael one. I should buy Billy one. I should buy Barbecue Steve one. I should buy Jeff one. There's a lot of people I should buy briskets for, because there are a lot of people out there help me at the store, and folks, they don't ask anything in return. They never have. And I'm indebted to my friends a lot. They come in there and they put in a lot of hours helping me with that store. And especially Pete, he's there like every day, but he does drink a lot of coffee, so it kind of offsets.
Now, I want to say that when Pete made his choice, I laughed because I honestly expected your brisket to be better because it's fresher, and I know how they cook theirs ahead of time, and you have to reheat it. They have to lose flavor. So I was as surprised as probably you were, Steve, that he picked Franklin's. So
I wasn't surprised, because I picked it when I tasted it. It was better than mine.
I was very surprised.
It was better than mine, yeah.
So just out of curiosity, when they send with you, I'm saying this, Steve, because I think I read it, but they send with you a way to heat this, how you should heat this up, because it comes vacuum sealed. So my question to you is did you heat it up?
Yeah.
Per their directions? Did you do anything different?
I heated it up per my direction. We serve.
I'm just asking, is there something? Because you're right. Michael is right. I couldn't tell that it was cooked, 10 days ago or whenever it was cooked.
Well, mine was cooked. Let's see, overnight, 2 days. So mine was cooked 2 days ago. But mine was just a little bit left of the point that I had, because I gave away. I brought the brisket to work yesterday, and I had 10 people come in, and I made them free sandwiches because I was trying to get an idea, because I'm going to serve brisket at the store this summer, and I want to serve them slices. I toyed with the idea of doing pulled, but it's not that. It just doesn't work for me. So I wanted to see how many sandwiches I could get out of this, basically 16-pound brisket. And I think that the magic number is going to be about 17. So,
which I'll tell you, they were healthy healthy
Yeah.
sandwiches, Steve.
Yeah.
They were. I mean, I had one of the sandwiches in your.
Well, they're
the,
good,
The
weren't they?
folks that work for you, you made them one. But yes, it was fantastic. It
Mhm.
really was.
Put a little slaw in there and some of that apple habanero sauce. They're good. They're good. And so I had some point left over. And that's why I served Pete the point too. I took the sample from the point of the Franklin and the point of mine.
Which I could tell.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest with you, when I got them, I was looking at them and I was saying, is there any way I can really tell the difference in these two right here? And I couldn't. He did a really good job of making like the two slices that he had put out
Yeah,
there were they're
Same size.
They
Yeah.
looked just like they had been cut off of pretty much the same point.
The Franklin did have a different bark that I have not been able to duplicate, Michael. Just I've never. It was still, it was vacuum sealed, and the way I warm up a brisket is I put it in I put his whole brisket in there, and I put a little bit of the point that I used. I put beef broth in the bottom of it, set the briskets in there. I put butter as I've always used, and Aaron says put butter on it as well. And he puts his in the oven at about 250 for about an hour and 15 minutes, and he leaves it open. What I do is I put foil over it and I steam it, and I put it in a 255 in a convection oven, and it was about an hour and 15 minutes too. And they both came out at about 160 degrees. And that Franklin brisket right there, I wish I'd have taken a video of it. It still has the jiggle.
Wow.
I mean, the brisket jiggle, Michael, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, yeah.
It had that jiggle.
And it was
perfect.
It had to be squashed because the only thing I saw of it was when it was vacuum sealed, and it was like compressed hard. You could see some fat, some stuff, some juice. You could tell it was whatever they used to do. They did a good job of keeping some fat, some liquid in there as well.
The best I can tell, just watching on TV or on YouTube rather, on this video, the latest one that I've seen, where Aaron goes around his restaurant and gives everybody a behind the scenes look, so to speak. They cook those briskets that they sell on Goldbelly. They cook them on Sundays, and I got mine Tuesday delivered. So they don't sit around a lot.
No,
they're not frozen. They're not flash freezing them or anything. They're best I can tell. They're taking them off there, sticking them in that bag, maybe put them in the refrigerator overnight. And the way they package them, it's incredible.
Amazing.
It's incredible.
They were in that box, ice packs on top and bottom of it.
These things are not for the faint of heart financially. Ooh, no. I mean, I had to save my pennies, and the only reason I could get Pete one because I don't have to pay him, and he works like a Hebrew slave, and I don't have to pay him. So that's how I make my money on Pete. But he does drink a lot of coffee, so it kind of offsets it. So that was, but it was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. Thanks for playing around with us, everybody. We appreciate that. The Franklin brisket, the winner. Just can't believe it. So last year I'm 1-1 in brisket. We won it. We won down in over in Collegedale.
Yep.
And lost today. Lost today. So that's all right. That's all right. Hey, where's my pad? Here's my pad. Hey, don't forget, everybody, that coming up at 7:30 on YouTube, go to the Butcher Barbecue YouTube channel, David Bosca's Butcher Barbecue YouTube channel. And David is going to be doing a product review. And Michael, I don't know if you're as excited about it as I am, but he's doing the product review on his infrared thermometer.
I'm always excited about David's reviews. He does such a good job and has fantastic items that he sells.
And, and Pete, the infrared thermometer is something that if you've never used one, once you get one, it's fun to use because you can go around going, I wonder how hot that is.
Yeah.
You can point it at your wife and go, ooh, you're hot. Stuff like that, make her feel good. And
when you had COVID, people were using them things to check people for fever. I'm telling you. Believe it or not, they were using. Whether they worked for that or not, I don't know. But
Yeah.
they were using.
It's like Nate Bargatze says, the little guy at Buffalo Wild Wing points at his forehead and goes, 67, you're good. Go on in. He goes, dude, I'm dead. But you can go around your smoker and then when you put your hand on your smoker, you go, man, it's hot. You go, I wonder how hot that is. And you can see how hot it is. And if you're one of those Bridgestone guys, or not Bridgestone, Blackstone griddle guys, you've got to have this. You've got to have a infrared thermometer. Agree, Michael?
I agree, 100%.
Got to have one. Pete, agree?
Agree.
You got it because that'll tell you where the hot spot is, the cool spot. You'll be a better cook for it. If you get behind, like on your hash browns, you can throw them up in that left-hand high corner where it's a little bit hotter, and at least it was on when I had my Blackstone. And but you point that thermometer at it, and but Dave's going to be doing a review on that. And we've got those. They're only $34. We've got them at the store. Come by and get one. You'll love having one. You'll love it. All kinds. Thermometers are fun. All kinds.
They are. Yeah.
Those things are really good too. Your people, especially if you got Green Mountain Grill to check temperatures. Because one thing I really you have to pay attention is how hot is the stone and you're putting your pizza in. So those things are really good for that.
The first time I ever cranked up, that pizza oven I just sold Jason Penley about 5 or 6 years ago. When I bought that, we took it. My friend Roger Van Cleve and I, we cranked it up out here in the garage, on the driveway. We're gonna make pizzas, and I built a roaring fire in that thing. I mean, that thermometer, it goes up to like 900 degrees. We had it buried. I mean, that thing was buried, and I hit it with my infrared, and it said high. It goes up to so high, and then it just goes high, and we put a pizza on it, and it exploded. I mean, it went everywhere. It was too high, so we had to back it down a little bit.
That's pretty darn hot.
That was hot. I guarantee it was. I guarantee that thing was 1,300 degrees. Guaranteed. It had to have been, because that pizza. I mean, we slid it on that thing, and it literally blew up right in our face. God, made a mess. So the infrared thermometer tonight, 7:30 on YouTube, the Butcher Barbecue YouTube channel. And David takes questions. You can ask him questions. He goes through all the questions. It's a fun show, isn't it, Michael? We're always there.
Yeah.
As soon as we leave here, we run downstairs and turn it on
every week. Yeah,
like he was Captain Kangaroo or something. We love to watch David.
But that thermometer you're talking about, instant read thermometer, is really good if you've got grill grates and you want to see how hot your grill grates are getting for steaks, burgers, whatever. That's what I use it for.
Absolutely. That's exactly right, Michael. Because, a lot of people don't realize they buy grill grates, which are phenomenal. I love grill grates. But they don't think about a lot of times when they're setting their temperature on their smoker, on their pellet grill, and they'll say, I'm going to set it because I'm going to cook it at 300 degrees. But those grill grates are 450 probably. They're way up there. They get so hot. So sometimes they don't take that into consideration. So that's another nice thing about having the infrared thermometer right there is to check that to know and get a gauge on where do I really need to take it to get to the temp I want to really get to.
And it works good in the smoke. You see a lot of people doing biscuit test. They'll do toast test in their offsets, gravity feeds especially. If you got this thermometer, you don't have to mess with all that. Just
I've seen you
run
out there and hit three spots, the left side, the middle, and the right side, and say, okay, here's the difference, which you can adjust in a lot of places. You can adjust that temperature so you can even it out. But I've seen you do that. You're right. I
use mine all the time. I love thermometers. I've got to love thermometers because I'm not that good a cook. I don't, a lot of people say when they cook their brisket, I cook the color. But
my friend's got
okay. 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 What's that mean? I cook the color. Okay. Or on ribs, I do the bend test. I cook to a bend test. I can't do that. I gotta say, I'm looking for, when I'm cooking a pork butt, brisket, and ribs, I'm looking for two things. I'm looking for 160, and then I'm looking for 210. And the only way I can guarantee me knowing that is have a thermometer, instant read thermometer.
I like to check every one end, the other end, the middle. But I'm gonna tell you, Steve, a lot of people I don't think realize. I didn't. You and I went to the show in Nashville, right? And I'll tell you, when we talked to those folks and realized, we didn't realize till we got back that you carried the instant handheld thermometers that actually give you an instant read. Now, I love David Bosco's, the ones that he has. That's what I've been using. I've been using the same one for 3 years, and that thing is just flawless. I love it.
21.95. It works, and it works just as good as a thermopane.
It's fantastic. But the Insta Read it's kind of neat because you get that, and it's truly an instant reading in there. So that was another one I really liked, and we didn't realize, or I didn't even realize that you carried those. Yep. But those are really nice as well, and those are a little more expensive. Yeah, but
we've got them $21.95, $49.95. We've even got one that's an instant read thermometer, and then on the other end is a infrared thermometer. And they're like $10 more.
I love that there's other actual barbecue people that cook barbecue places here in Ottawa that come by, and I'm in there. I think I'm in there every time they come in and want to buy 2 more of those thermometers, those handhelds. They buy them, they love them because somebody grabs it, walks off with it, loses it.
Paul down there at Memphis Barbecue comes and buys them all the time.
All the time.
I think he's cooking, and I think Paul's kind of he's kind of one of these guys he gets real excited, and I think when he's cooking, he'll leave a thermometer inside the smoker, or he might leave it sticking in the meat and forget about it, and then he goes back to get it, and it's no good.
He's a great guy.
He's a good cook too. Good cook. Okay, there you go. Congratulations, Aaron Franklin. You've beat me fair and square. Fair and square. Got a good judge over there, Pete. I can't complain.
And I had no idea, honestly. When I picked it, I was kind of expecting you to tell me it was yours.
No, but just for the note, Pete ate both of them. Ate them both up like he's never seen food before in his life. So he's hungry. So just let that be known. Aaron's was eating first. Mine was eating second. So I'm happy about that. And I would expect, man, when you pay that much for a brisket, I bet by golly it better be good. And it was real good. It was real good. Thank you, Pete, for playing along. I appreciate it. Man, today, what a good week we've had. We just got him. Check this out. David Birchfield came in today. Now look at this guy. What a good fellow. I almost got him to smile. He bought that Trek. Now, if you're looking at the Trek, you're thinking, boy, that looks different. And it is. It's the Trek Green Mountain Grill Trek 2.0. Mm-hmm. And it is brand new. And we just got them in. We're probably one of the first dealers in the South to get the Green Mountain Grills in because I yelled the loudest.
Yeah, absolutely. Because they were going all over out west and different places. But yeah, Steve, you're right. But I'll tell you what, the people have been calling.
Squeaky wheel gets the grease.
And I'm telling you, it's hard and I'm not the business owner, Steve is, but it's hard to own business. And people call you and say, I want one of them as soon as it gets in. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you just got to play along, and it's hard. But I'll tell you, there's 3 or 4 of those things sitting there right now put together that are already sold. Yeah. It's not going to be long. This whole lot of what you got in is hitting the door pretty quick. So
look at that. Michael, can you see that?
That's beautiful.
That is sexy. That is sexy. That thing, we'll do a walk around this weekend with it. They've moved the smokestack to the back instead of the side. Look at the tray on the bottom. It's got a stop on it, so your stuff doesn't slide off. You've got a bigger hopper, holds, I think,
2 pounds,
20 pounds of pellets. Look at that big old long handle. I've got the front shelf folded down, but that shelf folds up.
A little different than how it did before.
It's a lot easier. It's a lot easier.
Yep. Plugs in from the bottom now.
It's heavier duty. I believe it weighs a little bit more even. That handle is a lot nicer. There was the paint. The paint is just unbelievable. So much better than the paint on the regular ones.
2 other things they did. The show was great to talk to the owner of it, but they plug it in from the bottom and not the back now.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is the big thing that they listen to is the heat shield on the inside, the tray in there. It used to be so wide, and if any of you that own one, it was a little difficult to get out and put back in, but they have narrowed that. It's the same length, but they have narrowed the width of it so that you have more room, a bigger gap on each side for smoke, more smoke,
More smoke.
more smoke. So they did that intentionally, and that's supposedly make a huge difference in the amount of smoke. People are always asking about more smoke, and that's what they've done to help that.
The people at Green Mountain, they listened, and that's the Michael. That's the biggest complaint about pellet cookers. I can't get enough smoke taste. I can't get enough smoke taste. I don't know how much people want, but I mean, you can't have it. You can't have it both ways. You can't have a smoker that hooks up to your telephone and you can run it from. You can go down to Atlanta and turn it on, and then expect it to have the same smoke taste as an Aaron Franklin brisket. But you sure got a grill that's you can depend on. It's easy to run, and now you will get more smoke taste from the Green Mountain Grill.
You also have, which is a couple great things about this smoker is you also got a way for racks and stuff to be put in it now.
Yeah, rack system.
Rack system, and that's a great thing that they've gone ahead and made a change on. One more thing that we didn't talk about, I keep trying to think what it was. There was one more big thing that they changed, and I can't seem to think about what it. Oh, the sear, Steve.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad you pulled it back up. Where that table on the right is, they now have a sear, like a searing table that actually it looks like it's got a grill grate on it, but it's made of a different material, and you can actually turn it over.
Stainless steel.
And you can use it as a griddle. And so that's phenomenal. It plugs in. It's got its own plug for it. But that's an accessory that some people would say, I kept a gas grill because of this. I wanted to do that. You don't have to do that anymore. You can buy that little searing station, get rid of the table right there, get rid of your gas grill because you don't need it anymore. And I'll tell you, that's to me, that's one of the best things they did, Steve.
Yeah. That's that sear station is going to be real popular. It's electric too. You don't have to have dual fuels. It's electric. You just plug it into 110. It heats right up. So if you want to take a tomahawk steak and smoke it up to 120, say 120, and then you don't have to pull it and then turn your grill up and wait for it to get to 450. You just have that sear thing ready to go. Man, you just move it from the grill to the sear station, and you're going to put some beautiful marks on it. Get that thing up to 135, perfect medium rare, and you serve out to your friends, and it'll be the best steak. I'm telling you, reverse searing is the way to go if you got a thick steak, man. Michael, do you agree with that?
100% I do. Yeah.
Because you just cannot get it cooked good. A big old, 2.5, 3-inch thick steak, you can't cook it on the grill. You get too much well done on the outside, and it's hard to get that thing done on the inside. Boy, you can cook it slow, and then sear it off. Oh God, it's good. Man, it's good.
Another thing about the Green Mountain grills, the temperature range. It goes from 150 to what, 400 or 450?
Oh no, 550. Yeah,
550. Okay, but I mean, at 150, I mean, you can put that steak in there and smoke it for about an hour and crank the temperature up a little bit. Do your reverse sear stuff on it. Delicious.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's just the smoke mode.
Yeah.
Hey,
you just don't call it that. But
I'm so excited about these finally making it. Steve will tell you, I worried Steve, not that he could do anything about it. Every day I'm like, Steve, where's the grill? Steve, where's the grill? Where that? But I'll tell you, I'm excited. I'm challenging everybody that's out here listening to this to come here. Tomorrow is Thursday, right? Come Thursday and Friday. And I would love to put you in one of those, or Steve would, and get you. I'd love to empty them all out and have to get another order quick in, Steve. I'd just like to see that happen.
There's our grill tech, Josh Howe, putting together that first peak that we just got. Look how they package it. They've got protective tape now, so that doesn't get stretched up. Man, these things are made so nice. They are made so nice.
250 pounds crated in the box.
Is that what it is?
250 pounds.
No, not the peak. Peak's more than that.
Oh, yeah. No, the one we unloaded. No, today the big one was 250.
in the box.
Yep, that's what it says on the box.
Really?
Yeah, we looked at it today. I was curious myself when
I thought it was heavier than that.
no, 250.
You didn't have to unload it though. I did.
Yeah, well, I just
I don't
make
know.
sure you wasn't overdoing it.
You weren't around drinking coffee, but that's okay. That's okay. But yeah, we got the Green Mountain Grills. They're in. They're finally here. We got them all. We got the accessories. We got the rack system. We got the sear station. I probably should have ordered more of those sear stations. Only ordered 3 of them. I believe they're going to get gone pretty quick, Pete.
Yeah, I think so.
Because you know why? They'll fit our grills, our old ones.
Again,
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know why I didn't, because I'm gonna grab one.
People have kept. They'll tell me I kept my gas grill because I like the searing. Well, with the searing station, I can sell my $450, $500 gas grill and spend. I don't know what their cost is on them.
49.
49,
Yeah.
and now I've got one grill, more space, and I can do all the things that I could have and needed 2 grills.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Little housekeeping. Don't forget, we are now the Ooltewah dealer for B&B better burning charcoal. We've got lump charcoal. We've got briquettes, and we've also got their pecan, and we've got their cherry pellets in stock. And we are so happy to be part of the B&B family now. That is just a fantastic move for us. That is a big company, and they've got big ideas, and they are great at supporting their retailers. And please don't forget that we are the B&B people in Ooltewah now. So get all your B&B products from us. And also, if you're a pit barrel cooker, if you're wondering what that thing is, that is a pit barrel cooker. And if you have never cooked on a barrel, you are in for a treat. This is the closest thing to caveman that you can get. And it is a wonderful thing, wonderful vessel to cook on. They're not expensive. They run anywhere from $3.99 to $5.99. And we've also got the Badger. I don't think I've got a picture of the Badger on there anymore, but we've got the Badger that's made by Pit Barrel Cookers, $249.
What a great cook! What a great smoker! Gosh, I still think about the tomahawks we cooked on that thing, and I don't know if I've ever put a better steak in my mouth than the day we cooked.
Again, reverse sear.
Yeah,
reverse sear. Michael, have you cooked on barrels?
Yes, I had gateways.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you like cooking on them?
I do, and coming up in Calhoun, we took the brisket ancillary, and I'm cooking my brisket on a gateway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't hang them on a gateway, do you? You just put them on the rack.
Right. No, you can hang them, but I don't. I've never hung anything.
Yeah. But that's you can hang them on you can hang a brisket on the Badger and the Pit Barrel Cooker.
absolutely.
Yep.
If you go to our YouTube channel and subscribe before you watch, because don't treat me like public television. I mean it, because I know, because you get a fingerprint when you go watch somebody's video. They know who you are. They don't really, but just in case. And that video I've got on there of the brisket on the Pit Barrel Cooker, 10,000 views. People watch that thing like crazy. Still watch it. Biggest thing I've ever put out there, because it's a fun video.
That was a good brisket too.
Oh God, that was good. Man,
Yeah.
that was a good brisket. That thing was that's a good tasting brisket. I should have made this one on the Pit Barrel and then served it to you. I'd have beaten Aaron Franklin.
I bet you would have.
I would have.
It was fabulous. Both were great.
No, Aaron won fair and square. See if I ever order another brisket from him. All right. Michael, anything you've got? I've got nothing else. Pete, if you got, you're always my protector. I'm always
No, I can't stress enough to take the time to come down and look at these grills, the smokers, everything that you got. I mean, from $89.95, little charcoal. If you want to get into
tabletop,
charcoal, the tabletop. You've got the next size up. I think it's $299, $289. What is it? $289. $289. Very well built, and those are old country. Both of those are old country. Along with, again, people are coming in and looking at the offsets. I just got to throw out on each one of them, and then you've got the gravity feeds, all sitting right there, ready to go. The place is full of smokers right now, and we need to empty it out. And so it's not going to take long because it's that time of year. But I
Yep.
also wanted to throw one more thing out there. I just want to say kudos and hey to Jeff Ricer that was on our show a while back. He's always putting in plugs to Owl's Nest Barbecue and stuff. So I just want to say hey to Jeff. He kind of follows us sometimes every now and then. What a great guy and a great show he has. And I appreciate people like him getting on the show and sending us stuff a lot.
Pay it back, Dead Broke Barbecue. And Jeff's got fantastic videos. He is always into something. He does a lot of smoker reviews and things like that. And plus, now he's into sausage, and he is making some killer sausage. And I thought I wanted to get into sausage making until I saw it done. And I will continue to buy my sausage. Golly, Michael, you helped Sean, didn't you?
I did, and it's
hard, isn't it?
It's
hard
hard.
making sausage.
It is very hard. Yeah, you're better off to buy it.
Ricer was making those big, those big ones. Like you got, remember that? What was that store at the mall years ago?
He'd use the big tubes, the big sticks, the summer sausage.
You buy that summer sausage?
Yeah.
What was that? You remember, Michael? You're too young.
It was.
I don't know.
Farms.
So you guys never went to the
I
mall.
did. It was something. Federal Aid Farms.
Yeah. They had all those meats and cheeses in there.
Yeah.
He's making those things now. I mean, it looks good. It looks good. I love summer sausage.
Hickory Farms.
That's it.
Hickory Farms.
Hickory Farm. I don't even know if they're around anymore.
They still come to the mall every year.
At the mall? You go to the mall? I can't remember the last time I went to the mall.
The sticks and the little gift packs and stuff, they still have them. They've been around forever.
No, the last time I went to the mall was when I looked for the record bar. And they said, we don't have, they said record bar hasn't been here. And I said, well, I'm never coming back here again. They said, what do you want in a record bar? I said, I wanted to buy an album. An album of what?
You can go anywhere.
Don't go to Buc-ee's and buy a smoker. God, they've got everything.
We go to Buc-ee's and buy a smoker. You know, people traveling to get gas, but people are selling stuff everywhere. You know.
Don't go to Buc-ee's and buy. Hey, we've got those old country smokers. That's one of the things I forgot, Michael. We've got the G2 and the gravity feeds, and I've also got the barbecue gurus that go with the gravity feeds for temperature control. The kit, yeah. In stock, ready to rock.
That's a great
time. The kit, the fan, everything that goes.
$279.
$279. That's a really
under $300. Under $300, and it is. Come by if you don't know how a gravity smoker works. It's $14.95, and you know what? It's and then you could cook a ton of food on it.
Yeah, size wise, so you can go small or you can go big.
But it's a really unique backyard smoker, or you can use it. You could use this commercially if you had a small barbecue restaurant. You could use it to cook your food on.
It looked really good, Michael, with all them grills and smokers you have.
Yeah, Michael, you gotta have a gravity feed. You got a gravity feed.
I do.
You got a stumps, don't you?
Not yet. We're supposed to make a trade, but haven't got it yet.
You still waiting on that guy? Yeah.
Waiting on that guy.
I know. That's trouble. That's the problem doing business on marketplace. Everybody's ready to sell until you get somebody with money. They go, oh, maybe I don't want to sell it.
Well, and if we don't trade, I've still got a good one. So
yeah,
I'll be okay.
Gravity feeds are cool. They're just like big old pellet grills. I love mine. Love it. Absolutely love it. All right. Michael, you got anything?
Well, Steve, nothing that hadn't already been said. You've got the best barbecue shop around. If you hadn't stopped in the Owl's Nest and checked it out, you need to. So much inventory, smokers, rubs, sauces, everything you can imagine. And Pete and Steve both work hard every day to bring us the best barbecue shop around here. And I appreciate that.
I appreciate that. But that's exactly what I'm trying to do. I want to be the best shop, the biggest shop here in town. That nobody else, that we want you to feel comfortable coming in. Our prices are competitive with anybody. Come in and look around, and the selection of rubs is just insane.
Coffee's great too.
You'd know. You'd know. All right. Don't forget, coming up at 7:30, we're going to let you get out of here. Give you about 15 minutes to maybe refresh your drink, go use the potty, and turn on YouTube and go to Butcher Barbecue on YouTube. David Bosco will be doing a product review of the Butcher Barbecue infrared thermometer. So this should be a good one. And we'll be in the chat room watching with you. So everybody, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Mike, I hope you come out. I hope you come up Saturday.
I'll try to.
Pete's going to be out of town. I think you'll play golf, aren't you, Pete?
I am.
Yeah, Pete's going on a
I'll be
little golf
gone
trip.
for a week.
Yeah, Pete's going to go on a golf trip. So I need another slave. So you need to get up there, buddy. All right.
I'll do my best.
I'm running out of freebies. All right, man. Everybody, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And we'll see you Saturday.